Hello, everyone. RPG Kingdom Kid here, back with some more Lost Judgment. In the previous video, we did all of the motorcycle. We did the rest of the motorcycle story, and that one took a long ass time. But the good news is we are fairly close to the end of all of these school stories. I mean, all we got left is boxing and girls' bar. I have a feeling girls' bar probably will not take that long, but what will take long in the girls' bar is getting friendly with all four of the girls so that we can do the side cases that are a part of them. And boxing gym, I mean, we're already halfway done with that one, so who knows. But yeah, we're almost done with all the school stories. All that's left now is just, like I said, just those two. But guys, we're gonna focus on some story today, so let's go rest up at the Yokohama 99 place, because I have a feeling that the let's see.
Look who it is.
Stop by for a visit, buddy. What you gonna give me? I'll be honest, I kind of forgot all the cats' names because I haven't really been hanging out with them. Oh, thanks for giving me a scorpion. I have a feeling that the name of this chapter, The Weight of Guilt, is really gonna play into what we're gonna learn from what's her name when we go visit her. Be like, hey, so your friend, your old classmate's dead.
You know how they say your life flashes before your eyes when you're dying? That shit's real talk.
Saw it all, huh?
Yeah. There I am, bleeding out. And suddenly I'm getting the 3rd degree from Matsugane-san.
Aw.
Back when I was still just a rookie. Captain Hamura stares me down like, time to lose that
Hamura.
pinky.
That was the guy's
Then
name.
Higashi starts crying for me. Oh, if I'm gonna go, I ought to get a better final scene than that shit, right? Right?
I'm sure it'll be rosier when the time comes for real. Glad you pulled through, man.
That bastard Soma, though. Next time, he's fucked.
Next time.
We could have avenged Sawa-sensei if it weren't for that stupid ambush.
Well, you didn't tell the cops about him, did you?
Had to give the cops a statement, so I did. With a generous side of bullshit.
That'll get you busted, you know.
I'm joking. All I said was the truth. That I got knifed by the same twisted fuck who got Sawa-sensei.
In that case, it's only a matter of time until Soma's arrested. So for now, we'll go after Kuwana, the piece that ties it all together. We just have to find him before RK does.
Mm-hmm.
Kuwana, huh? He's on my shit list too, just so you know.
Yeah, we'll get in line.
Huh?
Kuwana must have had some sort of agenda back when he first met us. In fact, it's probably because you were looking into Mikoshiba. He palled around with me all because of that. I'm just a sucker of the agency, huh?
Nah,
I wouldn't say that.
Still. The moment an ass for me to kick turns up, this is the shape I'm in.
Just focus on getting better. Tsukuma will stop by later, too.
What? Sugiura gonna give me the cold shoulder?
He and I are off to question Mamiya. He said he'd drive us from Mijincho and everything.
Bye, buddy. We're going to get some big Revelea tons from this. Back in Kamurocho. Should head back to Yokohama 99. I'm sure Sugiura has a car right by now. Or I'm at Yokohama 99, never mind. Or not in Yokohama. Well, I'm in Ichinjo. Doesn't look like nothing came up, so. Ow. Wait, shit, dude. I swear, I feel like I get points for not doing anything else. That was close. Because I feel like I stopped skateboarding when I had 17,000 points, but then, as you saw, I had more than that.
So, we off to see Mamiya? I'm ready whenever you are.
Yep, let's go.
Yep, let's go.
All right.
I just said
Let's
that.
do this. If your theory is accurate, then Mamiya was involved in both Kawai and Mikoshiba's murders. And even if that's off, we can at least learn more about Kawana-san as a teacher.
Yeah, but will she talk to us? I mean, you did say we weren't going to talk to her again, but you never know. Oh yeah, that's right, she's in Ikebukuro, not Kamurocho. Uh-oh.
Yes?
Oh.
Hi, it's Yagami. I dropped by with Genda Law the other day.
Not again.
I have just a few more questions I'd like to ask you.
You told me the last visit would be your only one. Seriously, why do you keep showing up here uninvited? Please, just leave me alone.
I suppose I should mention, I'm here today as a detective, not a lawyer.
So what?
And my partner here is Sugiura. He's with an agency called Yokohama 99.
Never heard of him.
He's based in Ijincho. He's working a case. Maybe you saw it on the news? The murder of Seiryo High teacher Yokosawa, killed in her own apartment. You and Sawa-san were classmates in high school, is that correct? After leaving Kurokawa 13 years ago, Sawa-san moved to Ijincho to teach. Are you still there?
What is it you want? I haven't seen Yoko-chan since graduation. Now go. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Maybe you'll remember Kitakata-sensei then. I ran into him at Sawa-sensei's home right before the murder. He was your homeroom teacher at Kurokawa, but resigned after the Mitsuru Kusamoto incident. Just like you, he appears to be connected to Sawa-san.
So why am I being singled out? Can't you just ask someone else?
Believe me, it's a long list. But right now, we're here to find out how Sawa-san got mixed up in all this. You two weren't necessarily on bad terms, were you?
If I had to say, we weren't on the best terms either.
Ah, how convenient. Because that's a perspective I'd like to hear more about as well.
My husband will be home soon. Can you keep it quick?
I'll give it my best shot.
Exactly. Thanks for hearing us out.
Hold on just a moment.
Fuck you, you bitch.
Wonder what's going on. You don't think she bolted, do you?
Wouldn't count on it.
Should we ring again?
She's taking her sweet time in there. She's trying to figure out an escape plan or something.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I just wanted to clean up a little.
Sure. I'm sure I'll be investigating all the things I cleaned up.
Is your son home today?
He's at English school right now. I have to pick him up soon.
Doesn't your husband help with any of that? You said he'd be home soon, right?
Excuse me, but you are in no place to make those kinds of comments.
Sorry. Didn't mean to pry.
Nah, fuck her. Fuck
Well,
everyone involved
what
with
is it you
this
want to
case.
ask?
We always start. I have a ton of questions for her. But if I piss her off, we might get booted out of here with nothing to show for it. Have you seen him?
Have you been in contact with Kitakata-sensei lately?
I haven't. He's someone I'd rather not have in my life.
Are you surprised that he stayed in Ijincho after resigning from the school?
No, not really.
How about the fact that now he's using an alias?
I had no clue. But again, he has nothing to do with me.
Well, this seems to phase her. Maybe I should take a step further. Alright, what about him?
Do you remember Mitsuru Kusamoto?
Yes, we were classmates in high school.
He jumped off the school's roof after his classmate Shinya Kawai bullied him. I hear he's still in a coma, 13 years later.
Weren't you going to ask me about Yoko-chan?
I was, but there seemed to be an awful lot of Kurokawa graduates surrounding this case. And strangely enough, they were all in your class. Kitakata-sensei being the prime example, as well as a guy named Akaike-san. Remember him?
Well, you're right. we were in the same class.
And would you say you're all familiar with Mitsuru Kusamoto's situation?
Yes, but that's not a warm memory for
Ho
me.
ho ho ho! Now you're feeling guilty.
I
Fuck you.
understand. I'm sure it's not.
Alright, we're off to a decent start. Should keep it rolling, carefully build up to our point. Okay, I guess I do this.
The groping was orchestrated, right?
Excuse you?
When Akihiro Ihara grabbed you on the train, you were in on that, weren't you? The whole thing was a conspiracy, staged to play out as it did.
You need to leave. Right now.
Dude, what gives?
No one would even think to consider a predator and his victim could be accomplices. It's unheard of. But if it was to establish a murder alibi, that's another story, considering how much lighter the sentence is. That way, Ihara got away with killing Mikoshiba, paying only a fraction of the price. But as luck would have it, proving it is going to require you to cooperate with us now.
If you don't get up this second, I am calling the police. I mean it.
It took me quite a long time to figure out how you and Ihara were connected. But once I learned Yokosawa attended Kurakawa, it all started falling into place. She was in your homeroom class. She looked after Toshiro Ihara. She was the link to everyone. But just before I could ask her about any of this, she was murdered by Kamurocho gang. That same gang has been hunting your old teacher, Kitakata-sensei.
What is it you want from me?
The goddamn truth!
Do you have any idea where Kitakata-sensei could be? He may be Kawana the handyman, but he hasn't answered his work line since Sawa-san's murder.
I don't know. He was my teacher a decade ago. I barely remember his face.
Well, I'm willing to wager Kitakata-sensei still remembers yours. I'll prove it right now.
Oh, God.
There's no way you Kitakata Elias Kawan had forgotten you Mamiya's face. The proof is that. Boom, bitch! Face your crimes,
See
you
for yourself.
bitch!
No.
This was recorded at Kurakawa Academy 13 years ago. Feeling nostalgic yet?
It's your fucking fault, cunt. Fuck you.
It was well hidden. Your Kitakata-sensei had it on a USB drive. He really didn't want this thing being seen. The most interesting part is the date. It's the very same day Mitsuru Kusamoto jumped off the school roof. And hanging out in the back, we see you, laughing and cheering right along with the other bullies.
Guess it's safe to say it's a good thing your family wasn't home. Wouldn't exactly want them seeing this, would we?
Has this video come up? Has Kitakata-sensei ever mentioned to you that he had it?
Please. Please delete it.
Hell no!
Considering
Fuck
the
no!
I get the feeling that this was recorded in secret.
Fuck no, bitch!
And based on your reaction, did you even know it existed?
You know what happened to Mitsuru-kun. He's been in a coma ever since what you did to him that day. But still, only one of you took the fall. Shinya Kawai took all the blame. Well, sorta, being that he got fired, Kitakata-sensei took heat too. Still, you all just moved right along with your lives. You've even got happy little families. What? Are you expecting someone?
Mamiya-san?
Well, I knew it would happen someday.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean?
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me?
Looks like she wanted some company.
Gonna wreck your house, bitch. And I don't give a fuck. Fuck your house! Fuck your couch, bitch! Fuck your house, you bitch!
Well, this turned into a shit show.
And they're the other guys, aren't they?
And would you look at that? Our old friend Akaike-san showed up to play a part. So you are all working.
Oh, god damn it. Things are... Hold on. Things are a little off. Damn it. Okay, things seem to be back to normal, so let's see.
What should we do with them? They're the jerks who hurt Tsukumo-kun, right?
Break every finger on their hand, it still won't make you even. Come on, they may have more on the way. I have an old haunt in mind we move this to, and Mamiya-san's coming with.
Huh?
Let's not cause a scene, okay? I'd hate for a finger to slip and post this video.
Yeah, it'd sure be a shame if everyone saw this. You know. I mean, I should release it anyway, regardless, but nah, fuck her. Fuck everyone. Again, like I said, fuck everyone involved in this whole thing. Hey, we're at Charlie's. Hey, buddy.
Hey, you think this is your personal jail, Yagami? What makes you think you can keep bringing captives here?
Well, it's the safest spot we know. Doesn't it feel good to be such a reliable friend?
Yeah, Higashi, be cool. We won't be around long.
Be cool. You think time's the issue? This is about respect, man.
What's your call? We kicking him out?
Oh, quick bit of news, Higashi-san. Kaito-san got shanked in Yokohama.
What? What the fuck?
What the
Kaito
fuck?
Aniki? By who?
You'll know once we're done explaining. Let me introduce you to Mamiya-san first. She called up her friends to come after us just a little bit ago.
Yeah. And I'd do it again.
I don't give a shit about that. What happened to Aniki? You better have paid him back already, Yagami.
We're working on it.
Fuck
Soma.
those RK assholes. And how could Aniki have let him get to him like that?
Now that Higashi-san's up to speed, should we get to it? I imagine Mamiya-san doesn't want to drag this out.
Who
What do
cares?
you intend to do with me?
First, you'll tell us everything you know. We'll decide how to deal with you afterward.
Fuck you, bitch. You stupid cunt. You fucking bitch.
Then let's get this over with. What do you want to
No,
know?
I'm gonna go do some side cases. Haha, fuck
Let's start
you.
with the video. Any thoughts you'd care to share? I found it on a flash drive in Kitakata-sensei's room. Or should I say, Kawana's. I take it that means he's the one who recorded it.
Yes.
That means Kawana already knew back then the rest of you were bullies too?
No shit, he did.
Yes.
If that's the case, then why was Shinya Kawai the only student thrown under the bus for it? Kawana-san didn't show that tape to anyone else?
We had no idea we were even being taped. We didn't find out about the video, or the reason he sat on it so long until way after graduating.
Why exactly did he sit on it for so long?
Kitakata-sensei said he kept it so he could teach us for the rest of our lives.
Yo, that's dark, but like, still, fuck
If that
him.
video came out at the time of the incident, I'm sure life would have been hard for us then. After all, Kawai was exposed online, and that would mean millions of yen in compensation for damages.
Yeah, but you guys could have wound up in the same boat.
No. At most, we would have come across as dumb kids he roped into helping him.
Oh, I
We
guess
might
that's
have
true.
caught some flack. But people would chalk it up to kids and their cliques and move on. But that's only how I would have gone if it had come out while we were still teenagers.
Yeah, but now that you're adults,
saying
you'll face even
circumstances
higher
are different now?
consequences.
I have a child now. A husband, an upscale apartment. If the
No,
world sees
he's
that
playing the
tape
long
now,
game. He's
Oh,
playing the
son.
long game, and these shitheads
then
deserve
what do you
it.
think would happen to my son? the son of a woman who drove a kid to attempt suicide. His life would be ruined.
Well, you ruined another kid's life, so fuck you.
That recording is more than kids being cruel. Mitsuru jumped from the school roof that very night and is still in a coma today.
I get it. You have that much more to lose now than when you were a kid.
So with this video's leverage, Kitakata-sensei is continuing to teach his former pupils.
Same for all my classmates. Kurokawa Academy is a prestigious school, after all.
Yeah,
Most
prestigious,
graduates go off
quote-unquote.
to great universities and land high-paying jobs. One started his own company. Others have families.
And they're all in your position too, huh? If that video gets out, they lose everything.
Then release it! Who gives a fuck?
Do you get it now?
Who gives a
He waited
fuck?
for all of us to get what we wanted in life, just so he could threaten to take it all away. And when that time came, he started contacting us.
Yeah, well, guess what? You took away someone's life. You took away someone's chance to even get anything in life, so fuck
Every student
you.
see in that
I
video-
have no sympathy for these
When was
bitches.
the first time Kawana approached you?
5 years ago. I was out on a walk with my son when he came strolling up out of the blue. At first, I barely recognized him. His eyes were so hollow. Then, without so much as a word, he took out his phone and played that video. He's a psychopath.
I kind of respect him in a way.
Tormenting Mitsuru looked pretty psychopathic to me.
Oh, and you're so perfect. An angel who never once acted out of line.
Not
Never
in that way,
lashed out at
bitch.
someone weaker than you, or sided with the group to shut someone out. Everyone does it. We were just lucky enough to have some creep tape us, picking on some kid who couldn't take it. Why did this have to happen to me?
Oh, fuck you!
I'd say it's
Don't play the
bad things happen to bad
game.
You'll
Yeah,
sling your
fuck you.
barbs from a safe distance, but once you're on the other side of it, you curl up and play victim.
Boom. Fuck you.
You said it was
You can
5
dish it out, but you
years
can't
ago
take it.
Kawana
Fuck
showed
you.
you the video? Reminds me of something Shirosaki-sensei was looking into.
What?
There was this guy. I think his name was Shinya Kawai. Something about him getting snatched off the streets about 5
Oh,
years
yeah.
back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you remember him? Kawana stepped back into Mamiya and the others' lives 5 years ago. Around when Kawai was abducted, which means...
Then it was you guys. You're the ones who abducted him in Kamurocho and murdered him.
No, it wasn't us. We could never do something like that.
Wasn't us, huh? So you're not denying he was murdered after all? Who was it then?
All Sensei told us was to find Kawai somewhere in Kamurocho, then bring him back with us, no matter what it took.
Did Kawana tell you what he wanted with him?
He needs to be there when you all beg for forgiveness, is all he said. And if we refused, he'd leak the video. So we all went to see Kawai, but he wanted nothing to do with Sensei. Considering he'd cost him everything, that came as no surprise.
But doing nothing would cost the rest of you everything too.
Yes. So we had to force him into our van. After he put up a fight.
Yeah, that lines up with what the local eyewitnesses said. So then what happened? Nobody's heard from the guy since.
We were directed to bring him to a wharf in Yokohama. And that's where we begged for forgiveness.
Oh, poor baby.
After that, he said we were free to go. All except Kawhi.
Boo-hoo.
So you left him there alone with Kawana?
We had to. The day after, I got a message on my phone from Sensei.
What did it say?
Nothing. There was only a video. It was of all of us, pushing Kawhi into the van.
Wow, you guys are so
Turns out he
stupid.
recorded what we did in the city. You can see all our faces so clearly.
You guys are
How
so
we covered Kawhi's
fucking
mouth as he screamed for
stupid.
help.
What the
Even
fuck?
if you know all the backstory, the video is a clear-cut abduction. As I was watching it the first time, another message came in. This time, a picture. When I saw it,
I mean, yeah, Kawana is a fucking... I really wanted to like him, and I like him to some degree. I like him in the sense of like how I like some villains. But Kuwana is such a cold-hearted bastard. Holy shit. But then again, I feel no sympathy for these guys. I feel sympathy for their families. Like she said, like, if that video gets out, what happens to her her husband would probably want nothing to do with her, and he'd probably keep the kid away from her. Good. But then the kid would also probably get picked on. It's like, your mom's a bitch, a stupid cunt, and she drove a kid to suicide, you fucking asshole. Like, I feel bad for the kid. I feel no sympathy for these guys. I feel none. I feel a little more sympathy for Kuwana, but at the same time, he's as much to blame too, because he's like, just don't push it too far.
Just went cold. That's when I knew I would never be able to escape him. It was a picture of Kawhi. Dead. Anyone who saw those messages would think we killed him after shoving him into the van.
Oh, that's true.
And that's how he got his real leverage on his former students.
Since then, we've been at his beck and call. No matter what he tells us to do, we wouldn't dare refuse him.
He's giving you orders?
That man! He forces us to help him. He makes us accomplices to murder.
Murder?
Oh, the other dude. Being forced up Kuwana kill people? This case is finally cracking wide open.
What the hell? Murder who exactly?
Mikoshiba.
Any bullies involved in suicides. That's who Sensei's got it in for. Anyone he can find across the country.
Yep, so
He doesn't
Mikoshiba's
even
one of
care
them.
how old the case is. If a student commits suicide, and bullying is suspected as the cause, he'll turn up. As far as I know, counting Kawhi, I think he's killed at least
Holy
7 people.
Fuck!
7? How's he doing this?
With their help.
So his idea of justice is killing bullies? Across the entire country?
He said that's the only way we can atone. Anyone who drives someone to suicide must always face justice. Until society comes to terms with this, he says we'll keep getting our hands dirty. That way, we might be able to save the next few Mitsurus before it's too late for them.
Not sure I should say this out loud, but I'm kind of rooting for this guy now.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah, let's not.
So was the
Hey,
murder
no,
of
I
killing
like I said,
Mikoshiba
I'm
part of that
decently okay
agenda?
with him.
We know Mikoshiba drove Ihara-san to suicide 4 years prior. That has to be why Kuwana let Ihara murder him, and how you found your role in establishing his alibi.
Not just me. Grabbing Mikoshiba required a good number of people. All the people who pinned Ehara down. And even the ones who filmed it, they were working for Sensei.
So that's how it went down.
We had an unspoken agreement that we wouldn't directly take part in any killing. He just makes us his accomplices somehow. Like luring a target or digging a hole for a body.
Yeah.
But the one thing we can't ever do is turn him down. If we do, he'll send his video of us abducting Kawhi to the police. And then Kawhi's body will turn up with our fingerprints all over his corpse. And we know that because he's hidden Kawhi's corpse in a freezer somewhere.
Whoa.
He's
So we have to find
preserving
that.
one of his murder victims?
So as long as he has that, you're wrapped around his finger.
I hate that we're gonna I hate the fact that, like, yes, we're gonna get Kuwana, but I hate the fact knowing that most likely all these guys are gonna get off scot-free, which is bullshit. Whatever. No, I hope they get their just desserts. I hope they do. Mitsuru Usamoto's case 13 years ago was the catalyst that drove Kuwana to executing bullies. Hiro Mikoshiba, who Erihara murdered, was just one of many. And behind him, Kuwana was pulling the strings all along. So Kuwana's gonna end up being our final boss. I'm A-okay with that.
Sounds to me like Kuwana's had one thing on his mind for 13 years. Sitting on that video and becoming an Ijincho handyman was all in service of his real motive, killing off bullies. He's dragged all his former students into this hell, until the day it destroys every single one of you.
Is today that day?
We'll see. I'm still curious about a few things though, if you don't mind.
Who gives a shit if she
There are
minds
these
or not.
scumbags chasing down Kuwana called RK. What part did they play? Strangely enough, they never came up once during your confession. So tell me, why'd they come for Yokosawa?
That I don't know for certain. But Sensei did reach out to Yoko-chan about 6 months ago over the phone. He was asking her about the suicide at Seiryo High.
The suicide at Seiryo High. You must be talking about Toshiro Ehara.
The lawsuit played out like no bullying took place, right? That the school wasn't responsible.
Right.
But Yoko-chan was a teacher there, and Sensei was able to get the truth out of her.
Oh.
How'd he do that? What did he say?
From Yoko-chan's perspective, she and Sensei were both just teachers dealing with students attempting suicide. I think that's why she let her guard down and told them everything. After learning the truth, Sensei believed Mikoshiba needed to be held accountable.
So if Sawa-sensei hadn't talked to him, Ehara wouldn't have gotten involved? And none of this would be happening in Ijincho?
Possibly.
No, this isn't right. Sawa-sensei didn't know Kawana's identity or his objectives. She thought she was just talking through her problems with a sympathetic ex-teacher. At the very least, she sure as hell didn't deserve to die for that.
That's true.
It's not like we're the ones who did it.
Yeah, I know that. Unfortunately.
Who is it?
Block number.
Probably Kawana.
Hello?
Yo, know who this is, Yagami?
Yep.
Kawana?
Yeah. I heard you're looking for me.
Where are you?
I'm willing to meet you now if you come alone. But you have to let Mamiya go in exchange.
What?
Alright. She's free as soon as I see you.
Works for me. Then come on down to your office. I thought I'd let myself in.
What?
Gotta say, this chair's pretty comfy.
You bitch! I just got that online!
Pretty sure I locked up behind me when I left.
Listen, I'll only meet you alone. No one else. And don't make me wait long, or I could change my mind.
So what you're saying is I have enough time to do the rest of the side cases. Got it. I might have to go fight him on, but...
Meet him alone. You can let Mamiya-san go once I confirm he's there.
You gonna be alright by yourself?
Well, he already knows Mamiya-san's with us. I'm guessing he was watching us from somewhere. And I can't afford to do anything that would piss him off enough to make him disappear.
Got it.
Oh, we'll take care of this end of it. Shouldn't you move your ass?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Move your ass, Charlie Brown. I already got that squirrel. Yeah, I have a feeling like this is one of those. This will be one of those situations where, no cases will pop up. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm a little gassy. I'm not really gassy in the sense of like, you know, farts, but I'm gassy in terms of burps. Cat! Alright, here we go. Big Revelations time.
Hope you don't mind I let myself in. Now are you gonna hold up your end and release Yui Mamiya? Come on. You and I can either try to make this work, or neither of us is gonna get what we want. So, you gonna make the call or what?
Hello? Yagami-san?
I'm with Kawana. You can let Mamiya-san go.
Got it. Will do.
Sorry about all this, Yagami. Why don't you sit down?
I'd like to sit in my
Maybe it's
chair.
time you and I had a heart-to-heart. How's Kaito holding up?
Kaito-san's recovering in the hospital. For now. Sawa-sensei is another story, though.
I can hardly believe it. She was the last person I wanted to get mixed up in all this shit.
If that's the case, why were you already waiting in her apartment? RK's top men were lying in wait over there to get their hands on you. So why was she the one lying on the ground? Answer me, Kawana. Was it because of you?
Would you feel better if it was?
How dare you?
You're thinking that if you hadn't stuck your nose in her affairs, she might be at home grading her papers right now. You tell me. Is that what's eating away at you right now?
Ooh.
Because if it is, you're mistaken. That guilt is mine alone to bear. It's my burden to carry. When I saw on the news that she had been murdered in cold blood, it felt like the whole world had stopped spinning to me. I would take it all back right now if I could. But unfortunately, to fix this, I'd need to turn the clock back further than you'd think.
You mean back to when you were a school teacher?
Yeah, basically. Back to when I still had a little faith in humanity. Seeing someone's life get cut short, you never really bounce back from it, do you?
Nah,
But I don't
it
have to
really
tell
eats at you.
that. I did my homework on you, Yagami. It seems you were a fairly accomplished lawyer. You even scored a murder acquittal.
Yeah.
But we both know how that ended. The death of an innocent young
And
woman.
if you don't, then go play the first game. Why you're playing the second game if you haven't played the first game? Although sometimes that's fine, but with games like these, it's a little bit
You
better
and I
to
are the
play them in
same.
order.
We both have scars. And they're the type of scars that never fully heal.
Yeah. Maybe you're right.
But for Sawa-kun, it was 13 years ago. The very day before Mitsuru Kusamoto jumped, she stopped me in the hall so she could tell me about how serious the bullying really was. Up until that day, I just assumed it was boys being boys, teasing. I figured it was harmless,
I mean,
that they'd get bored with it, and then they'd move on.
you're still to blame for it. I'm not
Come
gonna.
on. Kawai had to have been twice the size of Mitsuru. It's not like I'd seen any fighting, so I warned him not to overdo it. And eventually he would take the hint.
Well, according to what I was told, you smirked, actually.
Yeah, I guess that's what I did. I was too late. Sawa-kun had to point it out. Sensei, how could you be so blind? She asked. Her eyes were this piercing mix of pity and scorn. According to what she told me, nearly half the class was bullying Mitsuru.
Woof.
She said she'd seen him at the station. She made it sound like he had half a mind to jump onto the tracks right then and there.
I'm
Oh, no,
not
we were
so
getting to, like, a
presumptuous
flashback there.
anymore. But back then, I used to think my students were my biggest fans.
That's your first mistake.
I thought I'd won their hearts and minds. But the look on Sawa-kun's face that day made me see the truth. I couldn't just go on smiling like nothing happened. So I decided to do my homework. The next day, I put a hidden camera in the classroom after school.
So that's how you got the bullying video. He had set up himself to record the room remotely.
So you admit that you're the one who recorded that video?
Yeah. You saw it, right? Talk about the ugly side of kids. Hard to watch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, by the time I picked up the camera and saw what it recorded, Mitsuru had made his jump. I missed him by a few crucial moments. What happened in that
God.
classroom was the final straw. Later
How-
on, all the bullies were asked.
Like, yes, how in the hell? I like, just judging from that angle, how the hell is this guy, like, I mean, he's a vegetable. He's a goddamn vegetable, and he'll probably be a vegetable for the rest of his life. I mean, he's in a coma. If this game somehow, like, as we get closer and he wakes up from that coma, I'll be like, bullshit. That guy is dead. He is dead. I'm judging like how high that school is. That school looked like it was like four floors high. Like that's a high fucking jump. You saw all that blood? No way in hell. He should have been DOA, dead on arrival. How he's alive? Don't fucking like. Yes, you could argue semantics. Like he's not breathing on his own. Most likely, he's a vegetable. Like I said, he's a vegetable. But it's like, come the fuck on. How did he quote unquote survive that? I highly doubt that.
What happened? Each and every one of them lied. Kawhi started it. It wasn't our idea, they said. To anyone outside of it, all they'd seen was Kawhi forcing Mitsuru to do his bidding. So the people held culpable were Kawhi and myself. The callous homeroom teacher who deliberately turned a blind eye. That was the day I began living my life with real purpose.
So you couldn't forgive your students who got away with bullying. You went so far. You put aside your own life to make sure they atoned somehow.
That's right. Mitsuru Kusumoto's still a vegetable. He's as good as dead.
He should have been dead right away, but...
We have no right to forget about him.
You say that, even though Sawa-sensei ended up paying for it. I'll ask you again. Why were you at her apartment the other day? Don't dodge the question this time.
You bitch.
I wouldn't say I dodged it. But I suppose I should explain from the beginning. 4 years ago, there was a suicide at Sawa-kun's school. It was her own student this time. You know this, right? A student at Seiryo High School? Toshiro Ehara.
Yeah.
When she was in court, Sawa-kun had no choice but to say there wasn't any bullying. Soon as she told me that, I knew Hiro Mikoshiba would be my next target.
What about the other teacher that
no
forced her
about any of that.
to say that and
When
such?
Sawa-kun learned Mikoshiba had been murdered, though, she reached out to me herself.
What did she want?
She had a sneaking suspicion that I was involved in his death. She called me a few times, prodding carefully for answers. Quite the perceptive lady, really.
And? What kind of answers did you give her?
I denied any knowledge of it, but at one point, she mentioned something kind of odd. That there was a detective at the school already investigating the incident.
Huh?
She meant you, of course.
Right.
A detective already knee-deep into the case, despite the police barely even knowing about Mikoshiba.
So that was a weird jump with his head. So Sawa-sensei was the one who told Kawana to show up at their school.
The police are a pain in the ass. But when an out-of-town detective comes sniffing around, that's bad. I knew I had to act fast to get you off the trail. Although, Sawa-kun was a problem too. I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone.
And then what?
First, I found out where the two of you would be meeting up, at that little cafe. Then, I hired the Liumang to step in.
Right.
But you put up one hell of a fight. They had strength in numbers, but you would have taken out the whole group if I hadn't stepped in. Nonetheless, my other message went through. At the same time, Sawa-kun was handed a photo of Mikoshiba's final moments. I left that task to someone you know. Yue Mamiya.
Oh, of course,
They
that was
hadn't seen each
Mamiya.
other in 13 years. Sawa-kun had no idea.
Can't believe I never put two and two
Lady
together like
in
that.
the
That was another
sunglasses.
female.
Yui Mamiya was involved in that too?
Everything I did that night was intended as a warning to Sawa-kun. Although, I guess I didn't have to be so extreme about it.
Yeah. Sawa-sensei was too smart. She must have started suspecting that you'd had something to do with Mikoshiba's murder. After all, who else could have known we'd be meeting at that cafe? She'd have traced it right back to you.
Even if Sawa-kun had started to suspect me, I knew she wouldn't sell me out to the cops. We're too alike. The both of us lost students to suicide on our watch. That said, I couldn't bear the thought of dragging her down into the mess I started, so I scared her off, and I thought she would stay away. The day she was killed, she called to ask if we could speak in person. I could tell something was wrong. She was on the verge of tears the whole call. Then she broke down. I asked her why, of course, but she wouldn't give me a straight answer no matter how I tried to phrase the question.
So then what? Did you just waltz on over there? It doesn't seem like you.
Watch it. You don't know me well enough to say that.
Maybe.
Fuck you.
But I assume you had some sort of plan going in. Were you gonna confess to her?
Here's the thing. If she'd figured out that I was behind Mikoshiba, and it didn't sit well with her, I would have told her every last detail. Sawakun, no. I think she would have understood me. Or at least that's what I had believed. In hindsight, I think she was forced to make that call. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure she'd have rather washed her hands of me.
Most likely.
Hard as it is to hear, I think she called me under duress. RK probably had her hostage. That would explain the vague responses. That's probably why her voice was trembling. It's tragic.
You mean it was RK? Why do they want you so badly anyway?
I don't know.
What?
If I knew their angle, I'd be doing more than just scurrying around.
You serious?
Believe me, I'm just as clueless as you are, much as I hate to admit it. Honest, I'm not thrilled that a small army wants my head on a platter. Have you noticed how RK seems to show up at the worst possible times? Someone must be pulling their strings.
Maybe Koana won't be the final
We're on
boss,
the
but
same
it's that guy.
page. At least we agree on something.
Just a sec. Yeah. I'm still over here with Yagami-san. You're not being tailed by any of his guys, are you? Okay. Then I'll meet you right now. That was Mamiya-kun. She said she's free. You guys have been true to your word. Tell Sugiura-kun that I said thank you.
Now you want to go? We still have some business to settle here.
Now remember, I'm the handyman here. Let me do the dirty work. I don't know what else to tell you. But you need to get out while you still can.
If you disappear into the night, I don't want to go busting my ass just to find you again. Before you leave, I'll need some contact info. A phone number would be nice.
Oh, no need for that. As far as I'm concerned,
God,
this
the
is
music
goodbye.
building up.
I wouldn't count on that.
The music building up.
Hold up!
You don't give up, huh?
You don't give up, huh?
Leave me alone! Don't you have anything else?
Yeah, I could go to the arcade base and steal from their safe, but I don't think they'll let me.
Oh, look at you!
Oh, look at you! Oh, pff, you dumbass! The guy just lucked out there, I'll be honest. Oh, there he is.
You won't get away!
Fuck. Yeah, I lost him. Fuck. That was a mistake. Yeah, that was my B. My B. Let the chase begin.
Leave me alone!
Leave me alone.
Now look at you! Don't you have anything else to
I feel like the jump again, like that recent jump that we just did over that dude. I feel like that one was so unnecessary. This one I feel is a little more necessary, but like that one wasn't.
You don't give up! Now look at you!
Well, look at you.
Won't get away!
Oh, that one did get him. Barely though.
Hold up! You don't give up!
Yeah.
Catch you later!
Damn it. Get back here!
Oh, we're going into some new territory, Kamarocho. So this is probably the end of the chapter. I wouldn't be surprised.
What the? Where'd he go?
Kawana!
You guys didn't learn the
guys
first
again.
time?
You really need the masks? Come on, Kurakawa kids.
You heard that, right? The detective here already knows everything.
Kawana!
What are you going to do now? What do you think happens when he spills everything? Sounds like your lives are over, unless you shut him up.
But Sensei, you'll finish the job for us, right?
Nope.
Huh? Is that you, Akaike?
Oh, he's even got a name to your voice.
Answer me, Sensei!
I know. I'll be the one to finish it. You just knock him out.
Okay then. Time to learn your lesson!
Funny.
Come on. What kind of lesson is this?
It's a lesson for them to get their ass handed to them. Mask Man F, Mask Man A. The Crane Prince. I was actually quite curious if that one dude was actually going to have his name on it. Akaiki. And that should be that.
Kawana?
Oh no, Kawana!
Oh no. Uh-oh. Ah! You
Really?
dumb bitch.
So nice of you to stick around. Mamiya-san. Well, since Kawana couldn't stay, sounds like you're not out of the woods just yet, huh?
You dumb bitch. Lessons taught. I knew that was the end of the part. Or not the part, the end of the chapter. Let's keep going for a little bit. Let's keep going for a little bit. Catch a tiger. Ooh. Catch a tiger by the tail. If he hollers, don't let him go, because these tigers are
13 years
assholes.
in the past, Mitsuru Kusimoto plunged himself into a coma, sealing his fate alongside Kawana's. Ridden by guilt, Kawana sets off on a path of vengeance, and the bullies he drags with him are shackled to the shadows. However, Yokosawa's murder serves as a deadly wake-up call to what he's done.
Catch a tiger. We're so close to the end of this game, guys. Like, 2 more chapters after this, maybe 3 more. I don't know. Kawana could still end up being... Nah, I don't think Kawana's going to end up being our final boss. It's going to be who's ever pulling the strings for the arcade game.
Hey. What are you doing?
Getting your identification on record, so you won't be a threat to us anymore.
What?
And I think you owe us after everything you've done. Expect me to come collect one of these days. Your carriage awaits, Mamiya-san.
Don't tell me we're going back to that dingy arcade.
Nope.
We sure are.
Alright, yeah.
But try not to hold a grudge. It wasn't us who abandoned you.
Don't call it dingy. It's got class.
Higashi, you already called Sari-san and the gang, right?
Yeah, I let them know what's up. They said they'll head over when they're ready.
Did Shirosaki-sensei say anything?
Well, she was pretty stunned when I told her who Kawana really is and what he's up to.
Sounding a little smug there, Higashi-san. Taking credit for the detective work you didn't even do? Back me up here, Yagami-san.
Whatever, man. Kawana got away, and that's all that matters. Still, the task in front of us is finishing
I was about to say,
Sari-san's
who
case.
the hell?
We have to clear up Ahara's crime once and for all. With Mamiya-san's help, of course.
Finally, I'm ready to get some answers. Well, we still got time till Shirosaki-sensei gets here. Why don't you take a breather, Yagami-san?
Huh? That'd be okay?
Sure. I'll call you once everyone's here.
Yeah, a break sounds good.
By the way, Higashi, has anything unusual gone down in Kamacho lately? Anything involving RK?
Yeah, about that. My guys are saying things have been a little too quiet since yesterday. Soma and Akutsu are out in Ijincho too. When they come back, they're in for a rude awakening. And they can pay for what they did to Kaito Aniki.
Make them pay?
Aniki.
Aren't your Yakuza days behind you now?
That's not the Yakuza in me talking. That's just a problem. I'm gonna be the solution.
I like that.
Isn't that exactly what a Yakuza would say?
I like that.
Think of it as getting revenge for a brother.
I'm
doing the right thing, damn it!
Yeah, of course,
yeah,
of course.
maybe
of
it's
course.
just how you're putting it.
Besides, what's it matter if I was Yakuza? I've got my own code, and I'm gonna do right by me.
Whatever you say. Much as things change, they stay the same.
Hells yeah, they do. Since I'm out, might as well check on how the city's doing. I'll kill some time somewhere. Kill some time in town. Let's go do some school stories. I got almost 30,000. I think I wanna. Yeah, I'll get that skill. See, all I actually got left is just, you know, that enhance, because I got 4, which is enhancing that, and then boosting my attack, which I think I might save up for, and then boosting my health. I know it's not like I really need, it's not like I really need some of these skills right now type thing, but it's be helpful. Actually, how many skills do I have left to grab? Oh, less than 70. Oh, close to 70 anyway. Is there anything I can do? Like, don't get me wrong, I kind of do want to continue on the story just a little bit here. Is there anything for me to do? Not that it looks like in here. Check requests. No. I'm going to assume it's this one. This is the one that's the Amon fight. So I have 1, 2. Where are we? Tasks? Yeah. No, that's case files. So that's 2 right there. 3 with that one I currently have. So that'll get me to 34. Plus the 4 of those girls. That'll be 38. So then I'm missing 3. Huh. This is probably just like another one of those things like when it was with the school. Actually, while I'm here, I might as well go eat somewhere. Well, I probably don't need it, but it helps. Oh, there we go.
Hey, Yagami-san, it's Sugiura.
Hey.
Shirosaki-sensei and the others just got to Charles. They're getting ready to grill
Charles,
Mamiya-san.
not Charlie.
Got it. Then I'll head back soon.
Thanks.
As soon as I get back to Charlie's, Minami's going to answer every single one of my questions. Kill some time. I literally just walked down the street. Yaramashi. Arigato orimashita.
Starving. Now we're talking. Pretty tasty, thanks.
Arigato orimashita.
Stay down.
Let's go.
Really, guys?
Really, guys? Oh, I guess this also makes them drop more things too. Damn it. Ah, fuck. Yeah, let's go. Let's just continue on a little bit longer here. Maybe this won't take that long. Hey,
Really?
Genda-san!
You too, Genda-sensei?
Genda-sensei?
What? Am I in the way?
Of course not. I didn't know you still did field work.
I figured if they could pull a fast one on Saori-kun, I'd at least want to look him in the eye.
Why are all these people here? What gives?
We've been waiting for you, Yagami-san. Mamiya-san is about to enlighten us on the truth behind the groping.
Good.
Oh, and I heard about Sawa-sensei. I'm so sorry.
Our condolences.
Looks like she got mixed up in all this when RK was chasing after Kawana. But we're still not sure why they chased him. To figure that out, we'll have to retrace Kawana's steps.
Exactly.
Well, we could have asked Kawana about
Let's start with
why
the harassment charges, Mami.
you knew about why they were after the one dude, so
Fine. Let's get this over with.
Pout all you want, but keep the answers straight. Got it?
Ihara's assault was designed to establish a false alibi for Mikoshiba's murder. So Kawana had you play the victim, and together you pulled one over on the police and the court.
Can you confirm if this is all accurate so far, please?
Yeah.
The person who groped you on the train wasn't Ihara-san himself. It was his
she
stand.
keeps touching her face like that.
And my
That's
understanding
suspicious.
is that he had conspirators to help him fabricate this event.
That's right.
What was Kawana doing at the time? Was he in Ijinsho or Tokyo?
Didn't you hear your lady friend? Ihara-san had a stand-in. And that stand-in was our sensei.
Oh,
you mean
really?
Kawana posed as Ihara himself? So this Ihara was actually Kawana. Huh.
Sensei and Ihara-san have a pretty similar build. Not sure they could have pulled it off otherwise, you know?
But some spots don't look right, like his mouth. You sure that's really Kawana-san?
That part around his mouth is fake. He said he scanned Ihara-san's face and made
I was
it on
about
a
to
3D
say, the
printer.
face.
Oh, huh.
You can print things in 3D now?
Well, it's a machine that takes a model's data from a computer and prints physical objects using materials like resin. So if you were to scan a person's face onto a computer, a 3D printer could accurately recreate it.
I don't know the details, but that's what Sensei used to become Ihara-san.
Something like this. See, with a 3D printer, a piece of a face is pretty easy to make.
What the hell?
I see. His eyes are hidden behind the sunglasses, and the seams on his jaw are obscured by the mask.
It's incredible, I must say. With the mouth area so visible, it's too convincing to think he's anybody else. And with the prosecution assuming he's just another sexual predator, they fell for it.
This is no time to be impressed. In case you forgot, he had the defense fooled too.
Right.
Assuming Kawana was Ihara's double, there's there's still some evidence I'm iffy about.
I'm of the same opinion.
Okay. Which evidence is questionable?
Time to pull back the curtain on this case. Any evidence I'm sure of, I need to press Mamiya on it right now. I mean, I feel like this could just easily be solved like, oh yeah, I had an extra pair of panties in my fucking bag. This one?
What do you make of this?
I mean, what's there to doubt?
You
The one running on the platform wasn't a Harris.
Meaning...
There is no more meaning. That's all there is to it. The stand-in turned out to be none other than Jin Kuwana, which Mamiya-san just finished explaining in detail.
Yep. Good.
Okay. You know, let's go with this one.
This piece of the puzzle still needs an explanation.
Is that...
The police examined the trace evidence on Ahara's hands.
Yeah, I guess it was
after
that
he
one.
caught.
I don't know.
From the analysis, the same fibers from Mamiya-san's undergarments were found on Ahara's hands.
That's right. If the stand-in was the groper, Ihara-san wouldn't have touched Mamiya-san at all. But the evidence on Ihara-san's hands suggests otherwise. Rather strange, isn't it?
I take it there was a trick to this, too?
That's simple. Before I got in the train, I met with the real Ihara-san at the underground platform. That's when I had him touch the undergarment. After that, all I had to do was go to the bathroom and put them on. That's where the fibers in the trace were from.
As suspected, she and Ihara fabricated the harassment evidence long before it happened.
What the police found on Ihara-san's hands was exactly what we wanted them to find. And it would serve as hard proof he grabbed me. The courts really ate it up. It was hard not to laugh sometimes, to be honest.
You're really starting to open up. That's the spirit.
She keeps touching her face. Peppers Mamiya on the evidence. Time to pull back the curtain. Okay, so there's more. I guess this?
This came out pretty clearly.
Uh-huh.
So the guy in the back is Kuwana posing as Ahara, right?
Yes. And he actually didn't lay a finger on me. His prints couldn't show up.
That's true.
Sounds like you had a hell of a time getting this set up.
I didn't. But Sensei sure did.
Oh, well. I guess this?
Any thoughts after seeing this?
No.
Stop it.
You're gonna look away?
I mean, yes.
Who put this video up on the internet?
Oh, maybe that was the right one.
Did. He said from the start that once Ihara-san got his guilty verdict, he'd upload it to the internet.
This was a good one.
That was all part of the plan.
Yeah. Sensei can't forgive the law for how easy it lets off bullies. Ihara-san's the same way. His son's death was brushed aside. The court blamed his suicide on unknown factors. And that's what led them to his whole plan. The real victim is some bully who never got what he deserved, and the killer gets off in court by being convicted of battery. How would the public respond after finding out they'd gamed the law like that?
So Kuwana and Ahara's real plan was to make a mockery out of the justice system.
Feel like we figured this all out like when we
Seems to be
learned
going
about
well
this.
for them. The courts are beside themselves for dragging the police into this.
I guess Ahara really was desperate. He was never concerned about his own punishment. He tarnished his own name to humiliate the law.
Yeah, cop or not, Ahara is a broken man. Nobody took responsibility for his son's death.
I hate that she keeps touching her face. Like, I don't know if it's because of the model or if she's actually doing something. I don't like it.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Sensei and Ihara-san are the perfect pair with nothing to lose. The only ones who do are the ones forced to comply. Us. Speaking of which, are we done here yet?
Nope. this?
How about this then?
And this is?
Before the incident, Ahara used this card to go through the ticket gate at Ikebukuro, the time of which was recorded.
Right, and it was on October 7th at 7:43 a.m.
Okay, this is a right
Shingun.
thing, I think.
Happy to help, Yagami-san.
At the earliest, Mikoshiba's time of death would have been 7:30 a.m. If Ahara killed Mikoshiba in Ijincho, he would have only had 13 minutes to get to Ikebukuro. And frankly, that's impossible.
That's what's stumping you?
Huh?
Sensei borrowed the card from Ehara-san beforehand and passed
Yeah, I
it.
feel like this was something that would have been
Afterward,
like
he
that.
slipped it back to Ehara-san when they switched places. That way, Ehara-san ended up having the time-stamped card on him. Makes sense now.
So even the entry time through the ticket gate was used as part of the alibi?
It all seems so obvious now that I hear it. Nobody'd suspect that a groping was being used as an alibi for murder.
Yeah. And on top of all that, no one knew Mikoshiba had been killed during the trial. They really pulled it off.
Anything else?
Yagami-san, you sure that's enough?
Yeah, I think we've got plenty. Bottom line, the groping was a fabrication. At the very least, we know that the prosecution's evidence can all be refuted.
The courts were being intentionally misled. I'm considering filing an appeal.
Good.
Are you saying you want a retrial?
I am. We'll reveal Ahara and Kuwana's plot and overturn the verdict they issued.
That might be hard.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is going to be super hard.
Why do you say that, Kanda-sensei?
Because we need her to collaborate.
The previous trial resulted in Ahara being found guilty, right? As the client, if he doesn't want an appeal, there's no way you're getting one.
Yes, that's true as well.
Doesn't matter what any lawyer tries to do. If Ahara refuses to appeal, then that's that.
And we'll talk to him tomorrow. First, we need to see how he reacts to everything we've got on him.
Sounds good. Then let's meet at the detention center tomorrow.
Will do.
So, we done for the night?
Sure are. Great job, everyone.
Great job, everyone. Go
Get some
home.
rest.
Go take a shower. I hate that she keeps touching her face. Looks like it was just because of the model, but I still fucking hate it. Thumbs up.
Yo, Yagami. You sure it was cool to let that Mamiya chick just go home?
Yeah? Why?
I mean, she helped Kuwana kill all those people. Aren't you gonna turn her in or something?
I would, but there's nothing we can do.
Nothing we can do?
Frankly, we don't have any proof of the murder she was talking about.
What, so this is all for nothing?
Not
Nothing
necessarily.
directly pointing to Mamiya, anyway. Aside from Mikoshiba, no other bodies turned up.
That's also
Which
true.
means all we can do is take her home, right? Sugiura is making sure she gets back safe.
Fine, forget it. Why are you still here? Everyone else went home already.
You gave me a drink.
Come on, man. Why the cold shoulder? Am I really that annoying?
You wouldn't be the guy I'd call to hang out with. So if you're done, then go.
Wow. Straight for the jugular, huh?
But if it's help you need, I'll be there. I've had nothing but time lately. But only if you bow your head and ask nice. Then I'll consider it.
I know for a fact you'd help me out regardless. So why waste a good bow? Thanks for the drink.
Dude, come on. That was your cue to bow and ask nice.
I love. Oh my god. Why do I love these characters so much? They're so good. Gonna go. Sorry, it's not the interview at Howard tomorrow. Time to call it a day. Is it though? Let's see. Arcade's. I don't think they'll let me go in anywhere over there, but just out of pure curiosity's sake, I want to see if I can actually go back into the arcade hideout. Because when the hell am I ever gonna have time to go and do that? Like, they wouldn't let me go back into the fucking safe area. Unless, oh, fuck, I'm gonna hate myself. Was the only way to get in there was heading back into the bathroom and going through it? I hope not. If that is the case, oh, I'm gonna hate myself so much. Find some good materials here. God, if that is the case, I'm gonna hate myself. I might look it up. Say uncle.
Come on, bring it.
Really, guys?
I thought this was where their hideout was. Well, I probably can't even go back down there anyway, so... Damn it, I'm gonna really hate myself if that was the case, that the only way I could go to the safe was going back into the bathroom and going through the vent. I don't know, man. I don't know. I hope that's not the case. It really sucked, but I get it. I just hope there was really nothing of importance in there. My guess is there might have been a book in there, but I can just easily buy that back from somewhere if I need to. Did I already conquer this place? I have not. It looks like I'll get more money. Damn, it's crazy that almost all the food on there was only almost close to 10,000.
You're starting to pretty tasty. Thanks.
Alright, well, we did some good stuff here today, guys. We did some good stuff. I think I want, like, I'm going to continue on with the story in the next part as well. Don't worry about that. But I do want to go to Injicho right now just to see.
Great. More of them.
I got drunk.
Is that about it?
And stay down.
I'm thinking I'm gonna get my attack up, or whatever first. Attack or health, one of those two. I highly doubt there's anything in Inchinjo, but let's just see for now. Maybe there's another thing tied to Paradise VR, even though there's nothing like, you know, like, even though, like, there's nothing, like, they're usually in a good order, you know, of, like, things that are together. So that's why I think there's probably one more thing about the squirrels here. And maybe there's a follow-up to this or something, because that seems like, or that could be the Amon fight. I said that's the Amon fight as well. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have these last down here, which, who knows? I don't know. But yeah, okay. I think, guys, that is going to do it for this part of Let's Play Lost Judgment. In the next part, guys, we're going to go continue on with the story for maybe a little bit, and then maybe I'll do the girls' bar. It all depends on what's all available, I suppose. But yeah, we're going to focus on some story stuff. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give that like button a click and comment down below what you like about the video, didn't like about the video, and let me know, guys. Actually, could there be... get back there, like around here or something? Well, I want to check out that little oh, it was through that hallway, back way, but now I have to go through either via Cafe Alps or another back way. But yeah, I just want to see what's at this shop. Maybe the other pass is in there or something. Because if I can find wherever that pass is at. Ooh, a gold plate. Damn. But I can just find wherever that last play pass is at. Oh, you're the extracts dude. You're probably not going to have what I'm looking for. I know. You know what? I just might look up where the hell that last one is at too. Because then I could do some of the stuff off screen with the Paradise VR. Hey, a play pass, by the way. There we go. That's kind of hilarious in my opinion. I don't know. You know what? I haven't checked out the... it won't be here, but like, let's sell some shit here and see what they actually have for sale here too. 'Cause they might have stuff here differently than before. I just literally picked up something that was on the floor from here. Let me sell this stuff first. Alright, let's sell the gold plates. Let's sell silver plates. Let's sell the bronze plates. Let's sell the iron plates. I have more than 2. Sell those paper plates where the pocket tissues at. Sell all those. Let's buy. Let's just see what they have. Now we have everything they have here. Okay. I didn't really need to go buy that last skateboard too. I already did that squirrel, so. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video... Oh, no, I already did that squirrel. I think that was tied to one, wasn't it? I think it was tied to the big one over here, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give a like button a click. And comment down below what you liked about the video, didn't like about the video. And let me know, guys, what you think of everything that we learned with Kuwana. Like I said, I feel no sympathy for the students. And I know Kuwana's going off the deep end. Like, boy, howdy is he. But I feel sympathetic for him in a way. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I feel nothing towards the students. They're the bullies. I feel nothing towards them. Fuck whatever. They deserve everything. But we'll see. So, yeah, we're going to talk to Ahara tomorrow. And see what happens. So thank you all so much for watching this video. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to the main channel too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, RPG, Kim Kids Twitter are in there too. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And I'll see you all next time.